for this review, we have the Fans Toys Gehry FT-32A. And this is basically Decepticon Scrapper for the Constructicons who forms Devastator. So we've got quite a few companies making third-party masterpiece scale Constructicons right now. And this is Fans Toys' first release. So we'll do some comparisons in a moment, but really interested in seeing how this guy holds up out of the box here. So he's going to come in this plastic bag. Let's take this off real quick. The box is pretty nice. Everything that's not black is kind of raised. I don't know if this will pick up well, but well, the lettering isn't raised, but the robot, the vehicle is kind of like puffy on the cardboard. So that's kind of cool that they went and did that. The box format is pretty standard for Fans Toys for this size figure. On the top, we've got the vehicle mode, and you got a little QR code there. On the side, we just have the name. On the bottom, it's pretty much like the top. On the other side, again, just the name. And on the back, we've got a complete bio for this guy. And it's pretty interesting. Kind of looking over this, it's a bit made up. I don't recognize this from any particular continuity. Kind of like an amalgamation, it looks like. But it's cool that they do stuff like this. Here they've got him rendered. Here's some product shots and vehicle mode and foot mode. So even in the product shots, like the rendering versus the photography, purples register a little bit different. So I'm really curious to see what this looks like in real life. Also, it's pretty heavy. Like you can tell it's die cast because this thing feels like it's maybe 2-3 pounds. So there's that. Let's get him out of the package. He is encased in styrofoam. He's got a nice thick booklet. He does have a file card. They always include these file cards. And this is like credit card material, so it's like thick and plastic. The booklet is pretty nice. Pretty intricate transformation steps. There's a lot, but you know, nice full-size booklet. There's a QR code if you want to take a look at that. And of course, we got some tape. And hopefully I'm opening this up right. The FT-32 is on the top here. Nope. Well, there's an FT-32 on this side too, so smaller section needs to be facing up. All right. Do my best to show what this looks like in the package. So the gun, there is a gun sitting on the side here. We're going to take this out. Here he is. He's got a plastic cover. Oh, that looks nice. He's got this behind him. I'm gonna leave that back in there. He's got some wax paper back here. This little piece is kind of loose. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. But you just lift this wax paper up. More wax paper. And then that's kind of the figure. Yeah, that's heavy. There is something else over here on the other. Oh, okay. On the other side, there's his little trumpet from the Transformers movie. This thing is heavy. Is this real brass? Good Lord. That's why this thing costs $200. I mean, it's nice, it's pretty, it's impressive, it's heavy. This is brass, or I'm gonna say it might be copper, but copper would have a redder tone to it. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't think this is electroplate, like it's got heft to it. All right. The gun, he's got a black gun matching his G1 self. Put that to the side. Stick this other stuff back in. Nothing in the back. We can imagine other parts will come with other figures. And from what we can tell so far, they're gonna seem like they're gonna make these self-contained, so like no like pants or chest piece, like like faux parts. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this ends up coming out. So let's zoom in just a little bit. He's looking pretty nice. This piece is kind of sticking out. Yeah, I think that folds back up. It doesn't look like you need to do anything. If there is, it doesn't seem like it. Some foam coming off. One thing I can see off the top is that the hands aren't painted, which I'm fine with. They do stand out a little bit because um I'm guessing this is painted. There's a like a gold, like a shiny fleck nicity to this green, and then the hands are just like green plastic. So they stand out a little bit in real life. They but I don't think I'd want painted hands on a figure like this. It's just gonna paint's just gonna scrape off on them. Um, yeah, he's very chunky. Very nice articulation. A little bit beyond 90 degrees. Hands turn. Two joints on each finger. And then two joints on the thumb. There's a top joint at the hand and a joint at the knuckle. The head. The head is interesting. The head pegs in, and like when you start manipulating it backwards, it wants to. Well, it kind of came up a little bit, but this seems fine now. It's basically swivel with up down. Sorry, swivel with up and down. Technically, it can position downward, but the sculpt is going to keep it from really doing anything. But he can look down, and then you could lift this piece up. It looks unsightly, but if you're doing photography, you know bam, he's looking down. So you could do that. Um, if he's got a waist swivel, he does have a waist swivel, but he's got all this junk going on back here. So to make it really functional, you'd probably have to move this out the way a good bit. And something tells me this waist swivel is more for the foot mode and not really for the bot mode. Um, he does have hip skirts. Oh, he's got nice solid ratchet um, up and back. Let's see, there is a thigh swivel, but the way this is designed, you're not going to get much room. Um, the knee gets you 90 and has this kind of cool looking knee design. It's a little weird and a little cool, so I'm fine with that. Nice pivot on the foot. Nice toe articulation down. Probably more transformation, but useful for photography. His trumpet has a masterpiece style peg on it, so you're going to position it like this. Maybe. uh, yeah, there we go. Kind of hard to do this on camera. Kind of doesn't want to peg in there good, but it's going to go in like this, and he's going to kind of hold it like that. It pegs in and then wants to kind of pop right back out. There we go. So he can do that with the trumpet. It's pretty cool. He is super just chunky. Like this is a lot of heft to this figure. Um, I can definitely tell the feet are die cast. Um, it seems like wherever the rest of the die cast. Oh, this is die cast. This entire shovel uh, construction is die cast. There may be more die cast in the body. The legs are plastic, but definitely feels like there's way more than just this and this going on with him. Uh, this design seems a little weird. I don't think it's the worst thing ever, but having this piece in the back just sticking like this, I think they could have done a better job integrating this. But they definitely wanted to minimize the shovel and probably could have saved some engineering on that. I don't think there would have been any problem with this shovel being wide. Make it wide, have it fold downward and out the way. His animation model, it's not like this hides or disappears. Like you see this in the animation model, and it is like, as wide as his torso. So this is kind of a weird design. Like there's so many parts into this thing. Like there's a lot of money just going toward this transformation. And then we got this other piece. This is a lot of this part is die cast. This is this is die cast too. This is plastic, and I believe you can integrate this into bot mode. I'm probably going to mess this up. Yeah, I think you hang this here, hang it inside there, kind of loop it in. I don't feel a need to integrate this into the bot mode. I'm gonna leave it out. Um, and I will say the purple. I don't know how this is registering. Oh, yeah. This purple is more of a, trying to think of how to describe it. More of a grape purple. Kind of darker than some of the uh press shots that they did for this. So I like this color. This definitely looks like G1 toy color for him. Okay, so enough of going on with that. So we got X trans bots, and I'm kind of curious how these guys look together. So he is definitely Gehry, that is. He is definitely taller. The greens don't match, but they're close enough. X-Transbot's green is a shiny plastic. I'm sure it's painted in a few places too, but it's not. It doesn't have like this kind of like metallic speckle type thing that they're doing with fans toys. Um, but for a temporary display, if you got this guy, you might want to get this guy. You could put them together, have them kind of fill out a display until all these other partners come out. So there's that. And then for me, what's going to matter is how does he stand up with Megatron? And he might be a hair shorter than Megatron, which the X Transbot's long haul is a little bit shorter than Megatron. Well, actually, looking at it, um, top of his head kind of comes to his neck, which is better in scale. But Fans Toys has this weird thing about making their figures taller than Takara. Like I don't know why they do that. Yeah, he's kind of out of scale. But maybe maybe you might want to collect X Transbots for robot mode and Fans Toys for Devastator mode. So there's that. At least he's not taller than Megatron. That's a good thing. But I think being like strict with scale, he's like a tad bit too big. Other than that, he looks great. Um, it's a really nice figure. And there's some other similarities. Um, both have rubber tires, both have chrome rims. Fans Toys went for a simplified chrome rim, and X Transbots went for a realistic-ish chrome rim. Um, they both have a lot of sectional pieces. I do think X Transbots cleans up a little bit better. I mean, we don't have a scrapper yet to really compare, but just looking at the initial design aesthetics, um, this guy's like just really, really, really panely. Um, so there's that. But he's an excellent looking figure. That's one thing. Even with those few criticisms, this guy looks good. That gun looks nice and G1 like. You can tell there's a lot of reinforcement pieces with how these panels go together, and he feels very sturdy. So I'm really looking forward to seeing like how he's gonna combine and see how well that works. So that's the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.